How do you solve a problem like Danny? How do you solve a problem like Maker? This is why I'm not a parody writer, among other things. Something that I haven't mentioned a whole lot is the great website NewMediaRockstars, or at least it used to be a great website before it had to shut down about 2 months ago because of lack of money. By the way, my name is Kyle. This is YouTube News. Thank you so much for watching. This is the web series where I pick a topic that affects this very website and then discuss it. Something that I have talked about before is the big battle that Maker Studios had between its former CEO Danny Zappin and one of their darling media producers, William Johnson. Well, William Johnson has gone off to form his own media empire. Danny Zappin has been ousted as the CEO of Maker Studios, and Maker continues to be kind of the bigger player in this new media realm, for better or for worse, depending on who it is that you ask. Having never been a part of any of the networks out there, I can't really say pro or con against any one of them. However, what I can say is that this whole PR nightmare that has been the Danny Zappin debacle has been exciting to watch, and NewMediaRockstars is one of the preeminent websites to find out information about it. Here's where it gets pretty interesting. Danny Zappin was accused by Ray of having an unsavory past and was therefore kind of forced to say that yes, I was brought up on felony drug charges at one point, which may have caused him to be outed from the company altogether. We don't really know. There's a whole lot of he said, she said, they said, whomever said. A lot of saying going on. The whole cloak and dagger behind the scenes is really intriguing to understand. It's that world that not many of us really get to experience unless someone writes a tell-all book or makes a made-for-TV movie starring Steve Guttenberg. Anybody understand that reference anymore? Probably not. Let's move on. So here's where it starts to get pretty interesting. NewMediaRockstars has to shut down 2 months ago because of lack of money. Danny Zappin out of a job, but has a fair amount of money saved up from being a CEO. So he decides to go and buy a controlling interest in NewMediaRockstars to put it back online, to start reporting the great information about YouTube and other online video services. So one could say conflict of interest. Is Danny Zappin's influence going to censor any of the perceived stories that one could write about this new media landscape? Hate that term, but I'm going to use it anyways. And hand motions and gestures. Speaking publicly. Honestly, this could be a whole lot of bluster about nothing. He could own a controlling share and really have no say to the day-to-day operations of the whole thing. On the other hand, it could be a Rupert Murdoch situation where he doesn't have any say, but there's a very clear slant as to what stories get reported on Fox News and its subsidiaries. Not that every media source out there isn't slanted one way or the other. There's a link down in the description below from All Things D that goes into a little bit more depth about this whole takeover merger type thing. As well, check out NewMediaRockstars if it's back online by the time that this video goes up, so that you can see just what kind of value that it provides to people who, love YouTube and online video in general. And also, there is a comment section down below, so if you have any ideas about what you think about this news story, or if there's any suggestions you have about topics you think I should cover, comments down below. Typey, send. Don't be a troll, though. If you're gonna be the troll, be the biggest troll you can possibly be to make my day and make me laugh. My name's Kyle. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again for another edition of YouTube News next Tuesday. Hand, gestures, motions, public speaking. Yeah, so you've bought all these views, but you're not buying engagement with those views. She went on to say that she would never vote for anyone who wore a turban because she feels that they left